So people can jump up and mix phrases like in every rumor there's an atom of truth. Somebody can wake up and say, there is no smoke without fire. But the lady that put out this false story and narrative just created a smoke without fire. Have you heard someone use the phrase, in every rumor there's an atom of truth? What that phrase suggests is for every information or any gist out there, there's a possibility of that thing being truthful. That means at least there's a small percentage of that information being truthful. In other words, if somebody was accused of something and at the end of the day, after investigating, they now find out that the person was falsely or wrongly accused. Using that phrase, it means that, possibly the person was on his way to do it, or the person has been doing it, or something, the person, can do that kind of a thing. That is what that phrase, in every rumor there's an atom of truth. In every rumor there is an atom of truth. That is what the person is trying to, instigate. And I said to you that wait until you are wrongly or falsely accused for something you know nothing about, and the only 3% that know that you are innocent is you, your accuser, and God. Do you know how many people we have in jails today? How many people that are 6 feet under, or how many are lying critical in the hospital because of what they know nothing about, because they were falsely or wrongly accused? Do you know? Wait till maybe Joseph in the Bible tells you his own story when he had that encounter with Potiphar's wife. If not that God told us that story, I believe most of you, if you were in the time of Joseph, you will make that statement. In every rumor there is an atom of truth. Do you know? A lady came out the other day crying, set her phone, set a ring light possibly, and crying that she was sexually assaulted, she was essayed, she was raped by a guy, brought out receipts of communication, created the story in her mind and brought it out to play, put it out there, and toyed with people's emotion. I said to someone that if you want to know how gullible and senseless people are, go to the social media space, go to comment section. You will know how gullible, senseless, and uninformed people are. She put out this information and people jumped, right? Raining curses and abuses. People, in fact, our account grew. Our social media account grew as a result of this. She didn't end there. She opened a financial support account, and people sent money. But at the end of the day, we found out that these were all lies. It shows you how gullible, how senseless, if I'm permitted to use, how foolish people are in life, So people can jump up and mix phrases like in every rumor there's an atom of truth. Somebody can wake up and say, there is no smoke without fire. But the lady that put out this false story and narrative just created a smoke without fire. It's a pure evidence. Anytime I hear people make all these kind of silly phrases, I'll just look at them and I know the level of their thinking. In every rumor, there's an atom of truth. There is no smoke without fire. Go to the laboratories, you'll find out that people are creating smoke without fire. The lady trending on the internet today, she created smoke without fire. And people just jump in and believe. Now, my conclusion is this. The issue is not that somebody was falsely accused and maybe after investigation, they found out that the person was innocent and the person was exonerated. No. The problem is the trauma. and the stigma that the person will have to live with. It's not about, they said he was not the one, he didn't do it, he's innocent. What about the stigma? Do you know that once you have been falsely accused of something and the news goes out there, it stays with people? Even if the story comes tomorrow that you were innocent, people still look at you in a certain way. That's just the truth. So before you jump into accusing people falsely or wrongly, get your facts. Get your facts. Just like I said, there are lots of people that are in the prisons today, lots of people that are 6 feet under, lots of people that are battling for their life in the hospital because you falsely accuse them or wrongly accuse them, because there's a difference. Wrongly could be that you thought they did, but you didn't have facts, you didn't have evidence, you just said it. Falsely is that you knew they didn't do it. You knew they didn't do it. And we have this debate of if the people that were accused and they actually did it should receive this punishment. What is the punishment for those that falsely or wrongly accuse people? You just allow it to slide, you just sweep it under the carpet? No, there should be a punishment for that. And I agree, the same punishment that goes for the one that did it should also be the same punishment for the one that falsely accused someone. You can imagine the trauma people go through. Some people have to relocate from that environment for their mental health. They have to leave. They have to move with their family because somebody wrongly or falsely accused them. If you're a Christian, go and study the Bible and hear God's mind about falsely accusing people. So this is all I have to say about this matter. Don't do it.